The issue is, I've put the car together and I've squashed the sensor between the car. The engine control module has got a fault because we haven't plugged in a sensor. And the sensor is a pressure sensor, which senses the pressure inside the fuel tank. So the pressure in the fuel tank, the gases build up when you start filling it up. So obviously the fuel is filling up in the fuel tank, and then the air above it, that's obviously creating more pressure. That needs to go somewhere. So the pressure needs to escape somewhere. And in the old cars, that just used to go into the atmosphere. But they've learned that that's quite dangerous, harmful to the environment, all that weird jargon now, even though there's a W16 in here. So that needs to be circulated now back into the engine to reburn. So all the gases then, instead of just being exposed to the atmosphere, they go down pipes. There's a solenoid which opens up and pumps it back into the intake. So then it's more efficient and there's less gases in the atmosphere. Now, the pressure sensor, which tells the solenoids to open and close, and that is in the fuel tank, and it's just like down here. Like I can put my torch literally like directly on it. There you go, you can just see it. Go give it a full zoomage. That one there, there's the plug. There's the plug. And that's gonna plug into that sensor. The issue is, I've put the car together and I've squashed the sensor between the car. Well, it's not exactly squashed. Like, look, the car isn't actually together as such. Like, look, there is an actual hole, but the sensor is wedged between that, and I just need to spin it round to plug that in. But because it's wedged in between that, I literally can't spin it round. So what I want to do, I don't want to have to undo these titanium bolts again to split the car apart to spin that sensor around, because the more times we undo these titanium bolts and put them back together, we've got risk of them snapping, and that just wouldn't be good. We don't want to stress it. Although titanium doesn't stretch like a steel bolt, but instead of stretching, they'll just snap. And that's why they're here at the back, because if there was an accident, it's designed just for the whole back end to snap off. I don't want to keep undoing and tightening, because we could eventually snap them, and that wouldn't be good.